Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Pardon the noise that you hear. There's work being done inside the building, so hopefully I'll speak loud enough for you guys to understand me. But in today's video, we're going to touch on a move that everybody knows, okay? This is a move that's been popularized by Mike Tyson. Anyone who's ever watched Mike Tyson during his heyday, you kind of know what move I'm talking about. And it's called the Cus D'Amato shift, okay? I don't know if it's actually called that, but that's universally what it's accepted as. But that's what we're gonna go over today, okay? Now, we already know how it works. It's essentially a slip and then it's a hop step. So I am here, I slip, and then what I do is, it's not exactly a jump, but what it is a step. So when I come here, I slip, and then what I do is, without rising, I come this way, right here, all right? Again, I slip, and then I'm right here. I'm right here on my opponent's side, right? This helps because let's say if my opponent throws a cross, or if they're in the southpaw and they throw their jab, I slip, the jab or the cross, and I immediately go to the outside. Boom, right here. So the footwork, how this works is, when I'm here, I slip, and then it's like I said, it's not a hop where I rise up, but I come here and boom. Notice how I stay level, okay? So my head never rises. I slip, boom, and there's that shift, okay? You have to make sure that your feet, you don't want to do this here and then come this way, okay? You're here, slip, boom, okay? You don't want to rise up because ideally, when you slip here, you're right on your opponent's outside. Then I come this way, and then I can follow up with a rear hook to his body or come back up top with an uppercut, okay? This also can work in the other direction. So what happens is, here's how I do this. So what I'll do is, I will slip right here. When I slip, this rear foot comes forward. Here, and then it's the same motion, okay? So how this works is, to show from this angle, I slip, boom, and it's the same thing, right here, okay? So in real time, if they slip, boom, just like that, okay? Once again, I slip, boom, here, and I go right to his body, okay? If we go in the other way, this is how it works. Slip, here, and then I hit him with that body shot, okay? Once again, slip, step, body shot. I've also tried to see and make this work with kicks. So, how this works with the kick is I slip here, go into my step, boom, and then I just go right to his body. Once again, think how this works. I slip, go into my step, and then go into a kick. With this step, I've learned to add a post to it. So, what do I mean by adding a post to it? It goes like this. I'm right here, I slip. Once I get to the outside here, I take this lead hand. When I do with this shuffle, I come here, boom. Place that hand right to his shoulder or to his body or to his tricep. Once I hold him here, his movement is going to let me know where he's going to go, what he's trying to do. But I can hold him here, and then I can get that body shot, or here, and get that kick in. Okay? It works the same way again, this way. So once again, I slip, step outside. When I get that shuffle, boom. Notice where my hand is. Right here. I go to that shoulder. I want to get to that as quickly as possible so the post can be effective. I'm here, boom, boom. right here. That's what I want to do. If you can control your opponent's arms, then you can essentially take away their ability to hit you. Depending on, well, you can actually just take away their ability to hit you, okay? And you can also detect and control their movement. So once again, I slip here, side, right to that body shot, okay? Again, slip here, go right to the body. And go the other way. Slip here, get that body shot. And I can also do the same thing if I decide to throw a kick as well. Slip here, launch that kick. So these are ways in which the shift can work. You can also, off of a pivot, work your way around your opponent using the shift step. So for example, let's start with the lead foot first. I go into a pivot here, pivot to his outside, and I can roll underneath here, come back, boom. Once again, I pivot to the outside off the slip here. If he decides to come back under, I'll go underneath, bring his rear foot forward, then that shift. Boom. Okay? Also, if I decide to switch my stance, I go into that pivot, slip here, here, duck underneath, shift, body shot. It's real frustrating if you can dance around your opponent and they can't hit you at all, especially when the name of the game is to keep your opponent from hitting you anyway. So once again, I slip, boom, pivot to the outside, roll underneath, bring your rear foot forward, then I go into my shift, boom. And I can do the same thing to the other side. I slip here, pivot, roll back underneath. When I roll, the rear foot comes forward, go to my shift, here, boom. And there's that shot. So, the essence of all of this is how good your footwork is. Because of course, that is how you get in and out. That is how you get in and get your combinations in and get your shots in and how you get out of trouble, okay? So, this video has been a breakdown and in addition to using Cus D'Amato shift. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you like this, share it with your friends, hit that subscribe button, and as always, train good.